Good morning.
Good afternoon.
And good day.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
All right, I'm starring. Whoa, happy Friday. It's been a week.
Really, Jen? Really?
What?
Nadia's talking.
King started it. He started it.
Yeah, know the story.
That's okay. I'm always talking. That's,
He was gonna
I'm in another
Harvey.
density. When I'm in another density, I'm very quiet.
You're
I
in
can't keep
somebody
him-
else's dream.
I can't keep my density straight. I'm always I'm running late. I gotta get back to the other one. that's yeah.
And it's
We
so
have a
busy.
schedule to keep.
She's like, today's Tuesday. Is it density 7th today? Yeah.
I do want to start out by saying happy birthday to West by God, Virginia.
Oh, it's Virginia.
West Virginia's birthday's today. It's always a big whoop to do back home because everybody gets to go to the public pools for free. That's what we look forward to.
Really?
Yeah.
That's Memorial Day for us.
Y'all put your questions in. I got a slew of coffees. So
You have a slew of
yeah.
coffee?
Is
I'm
that what it's
storing them as you put them in there. And I promise we won't stop at a half a dozen. I already have that many in the coffee. So I will stop it probably before the 20 star mark because I do have so many coffees. And we want to do some fun facts. Who wants to go first?
Well, I can, I guess.
Okay, you do that.
Well, we're very proud of Nadia. She made it on time. She got the man out in the back of the house, so we don't have to see. He won't streak. King just made orders and didn't wear his sleeveless shirt today.
Uh-oh. Again?
I'm just
Well,
saying.
hey, you got to hide them sometime.
Once a month.
Okay. All right, King. Let's have it.
Yeah,
What do we got?
maybe Monday. Who knows?
Okay.
We'll probably have EBS by then,
When you have internet.
We're manifesting.
We shed 40 pounds of skin in our lifetime. Did you know that?
In our off time?
Not me. I
Right.
catch everybody.
I know. I hold on to mine. I might need it sometime.
Yep.
The cornea is the only part of the body that doesn't receive any blood.
Which one?
The cornea?
That's an interesting one.
Unless you drink, because then you wake up bloodshot.
Bloodshot, exactly.
That's only because your face got in the way of somebody's fist.
Oh.
Never. It's never happened.
Bubble wrap was originally invented to be used as wallpaper.
That would be fun for the kids to keep busy. Can you imagine? You can easily throw a kid at the wall and not have any.
Do you know the
probably
kind of?
the idea.
Do you know the self-control that you'd have to work in a bubble wrap factory?
Yeah.
I know, right?
Yeah.
It's impossible to hum while holding your nose. I knew you were going to try that.
I've heard that, but you can still make noise. It's just not the same.
It's not the hum.
Humming.
Humming.
The founder of Match.com lost his girlfriend to a man she met on Match.com.
Ooh. Made a big mistake.
Ouch. Ouch. Okay.
Well, it worked.
Elephants are the only animals that cannot jump.
Yeah, true. That's actually one of mine today. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well,
So I'll
scratch that one.
I'll mark that one off.
Well, that's good that I can jump. I'm so happy. I used to. I don't know anymore.
A flock of crows is called a murder, while a group of owls is a parliament.
Scratch mine off. Jeez.
Okay.
I like the idea of the owls are parliaments, and then you got the negative people that have owls. So I thought that was pretty interesting.
And a group of baboons is a congress. So
Ooh, I can see that they're still there.
makes total sense.
Armadillos can hold their breath for up to 6 minutes.
Wow.
Mosquitoes prefer blood type O over other types.
Believe me, I'm aware.
Mosquitoes what?
Mosquitoes prefer blood type O
Oh,
over
yeah.
other types.
Yep.
That's because we're so sweet.
We
And
are
last
universal.
but not least, dead people get goosebumps. When
Yeah, I
people
heard
die, the tiny muscles under their hair follicles contract. This gives the skin the appearance of their hair standing on end.
That's not why I think it happens. I think it's because you see the face of God and you're like, ooh.
They're so excited.
Yeah.
I just can't hide it.
Wow.
That's what I got.
That's
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
Well, I did iterate this yesterday or last week, last Friday. See how fast time's going? I thought it was yesterday. Last Friday, it takes 540 peanuts to make a jar of peanut butter. I'm trying
She's
to
still on the peanut butter.
The second one is I sent you a picture.
Yeah.
Benjamin Franklin developed the first coin currency called the Fuego.
The fire.
And on the coin itself is a picture, is wordings that says "Mind your business." Now, is that "mind your business" as in current, as in company, or business as put your nose?
As in you're nosy.
Yeah, that's what I think. And it says "We are one" on the other side.
We are one what?
We are one, aren't we all one?
And then it's got like the
Right.
infinity chain that goes around it. We're all connected.
Yeah. Yeah, we are.
That's so funny. Do you think this would have been in a different timeline that he knew we were all connected, or they know secrets that we didn't know back then?
Our founding forefathers were very highly spiritual and guided. So, I mean, Franklin wasn't a president, but he was highly involved with our, creating our government. And yeah, I think they were highly spiritual people.
But I also thought that Benjamin Franklin was on the nefarious side too.
He was a man-ho. That's what he was.
He was, but he liked doing a lot of
man-ho, and
he did a lot of nasty things in the underground France with necrophilia and all that.
I'll be anxious if they ever release the true history of exactly where they stand. But based on what we know of the history, they were good people.
Okay, and a baby is born with 275 to 300 bones in their body, and then they fuse to make 206. France has 12 time zones. Can you imagine making an appointment in France?
So does Russia, or they have more than that, I think. Russia has like 14 or something.
They said France had the most, so I don't know. But I'm thinking, is it so up north that it's hitting all the timelines, all the time zones?
I don't know.
Yeah, so
France is that big.
I didn't either.
Huh.
It didn't say the Vatican. Well, that's good.
I mean, it's smaller than the U.S. and look how.
Well, I would assume that the further north that you are, you're catching the smaller part or space between each time zone.
Yeah, the smaller latitude lines.
Yeah.
Or longitude lines. Yeah.
Longitude lines, yeah.
Okay, does anybody know what M&M stands for?
Yes.
All right, go for it.
It is, I wrote it down.
Married and miserable.
For Forrest Mars, he was a confectionist of chocolates. And then Murray, he's the son of the Hershey chocolate guy.
Oh,
Isn't that cool?
I guess I was wrong.
There's always a first. Don't worry, King.
I know.
Mars and Murray.
Mars and Murray. I would love that.
Married and miserable.
Married and miserable.
Wow. Okay. How do you really feel?
How do you really feel? It's married and miserable. Monopoly money is more abundant than real money. Just to let you guys know.
True.
All right. Then would you like to? Or okay. This one's a fun fact, but not a fun fact. Neil Armstrong did not say one small step for mankind. Did you know that?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
nobody ever said, Houston, we have a problem either.
Oh, Monty, we must be on the same deep dive. Yeah. And nobody ever went on the moon.
I was going to say, none of it's accurate. Okay.
All right, I'm done. Next.
Okay.
Have we
Let's
taken
see.
all of yours?
Let's pause questions, guys, because I've got abundance of coffees that I need to go over.
Well,
Okay.
can I say one more, Jen? I just remembered I had one, and it's with money. So we're trying to manifest. We're trying to manifest this peanut butter, right?
Well, excuses. Okay.
The term salary is derived from the Latin word salarium, which refers to a payment made to Roman soldiers for purchase of salt. So their salary is worth the weight in salt back then.
Well, salt was a very high used commodity, rare until they learned how to process it. But yeah, salt was.
It was called white gold.
I know, Rock. Exactly. Nadia always gets the Vippy in. Okay.
Yeah, I know. I got
doesn't, you know.
All right.
The queen of the Vippies.
Okay. So let's see. A snail can sleep for 3 years.
Ooh.
I like a snail.
A sloth can hold their breath longer than a dolphin.
Well, yeah.
The only logic I can imagine is they move so slow. If they fall in the water, they're going to need a little time to get out. That's the only logic I can come up with.
Do I have to? Well, their heart rate, everything's slow. So, yeah, I would say that.
Yeah. Kangaroos can't walk backwards.
True.
Yep.
Did you deep dive into going in the nature?
Do they even?
I started with some animals because I thought it was fascinating.
Do they even walk?
Well, they hop, but they can't. I don't know. We're going to be watching National Geographic.
I have never seen a kangaroo walk.
Captain Kangaroo.
Some turtles can breathe through their butts.
Oh, there's a.
Yeah. Bananas are berries, but strawberries are not.
Bananas are berries and strawberries are not.
Because of the seeds in the bananas, but strawberries are not. They're considered an agrate accessory fruit.
Agrate. I heard there was GMO made. They're not natural. I heard, but I'm not sure.
Each of the little, what we think are the seeds around a strawberry, all those little marks, each one of those actually has a seed in it. Yeah. They're not a berry.
I did find out that avocado is not a fruit. And I don't see that because a fruit has to have a nut or a seed. And it does.
Sounds very seedy to me.
I think it's seedy too.
Nutty. Okay. Iceland has no mosquitoes. Anybody want to move?
I'll go. I will go.
All the old types move.
People used to think that tomatoes were poisonous and that would cause insanity.
I eat a lot of tomatoes. I don't know if it's proven.
Yeah. Okay. You know the big, tall, white chef's hats that they wear?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
It has 100 folds in it.
Yes.
Because it represents 100 ways to cook an egg.
Yep. Jen, you and I were deep diving the same.
Probably. Stay out of my head, Nadia.
Were you two together when you were doing this?
Yeah, you know what? If I could get in Jen's head, I could probably write these faster than
no wonder I had a headache yesterday.
She's trying to shoo you out of her head already. You know?
Shoo. Okay. Dr. Seuss wrote Green Eggs and Ham on a bet.
That he can make a rhyme?
Somebody bet him that he could not write that a good successful book, rhyming book with 50 words or less. And
Wow.
Green Eggs and Ham has exactly 50 words.
Wow, Sam, I am.
Yeah.
I don't
The
like green egg ham.
The unicorn is the national animal of Scotland.
Yes, it is. Yep, that's so funny. I should put check marks on all the ones that we repeated.
Yeah. A group of bunnies is called a fluffle.
Oh, lovely. Oh, I have a fun fact on that. Can I
Oh
give you
no, another movie.
this ties up to a movie, and you're going to know where this movie comes from.
Okay.
Napoleon Bonaparte was attacked by a swarm of rabbits.
A fluffle of rabbits.
Fluffle
Wow.
of rabbits. So that's on, isn't it on Monty Python's The Holy Grail?
Rabbits. The
Killer
killer
rabbits.
rabbit.
Killer rabbits, yeah.
The killer white rabbit.
Yeah.
That's funny. I mean, rabbits don't normally get defensive unless there's a nest or something with babies. But that's weird.
I know. I thought that was pretty interesting. And then you get it on a movie with killer rabbits. I think that's amazing.
Yeah. Okay. The longest wedding veil was nearly 23,000 feet long, which is 63 and a half football fields. It was worn by Maria Paraskeva. She's from Cyprus. I don't know. She was Cyrus. Okay. I'm like,
Why?
wouldn't that hurt your head?
I just say why.
Yeah, like what's the point?
Mm.
Okay. And starfish have no brains or blood, so they're probably leftists. Let's see.
I was going to say, did they evolve to some humans we know?
Yeah. And the final one is the chicken came before the egg.
Oh, we finally got it solved. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jen.
Mm-hmm.
You know, supposedly it is said that if you put too many people on Guam, it'll tip over.
Well, according to Senator Johnson, it will, huh? Okay. All right. So those are our fun facts for this Friday.
Yay. Hey, kids, you have your homework. Memorize it.
Yeah. There are certain things we will remember today. A fluffle.
That attacked Napoleon.
Yeah. And we don't know if kangaroos can walk. Okay, so aren't you guys, you're just so glad you came here for educational purposes.
I just love us conspiracists. We would never know the truth.
Yeah. All right. Is there anything in the headlines that we need to talk about? Enjoyed looking at the beautiful flagpoles that Trump had put up. He paid for those, by the way.
And what is the meaning for it?
The flag's been captured, and that's our Army's victory.
So does he have the original flag from
He has everything. Yeah.
Postmaster General?
They have taken over Washington.
That means we have success. We have won. And that was the final move.
Okay, so now Israel's for last. Is that why they're deploying?
That's what we're doing now. Yep.
So it is actually a different mission than what's going to be narrated in the news?
Oh, of course. Yeah, because everybody's busy looking up and they should be thinking about what's going on underground.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the first time I heard yesterday, you said that they destroyed. I didn't know Israel had a stock market.
Didn't have a what?
Stock market? Did you say yesterday Israel?
Yes, Israel's stock market exchange building was destroyed.
I didn't know they had one.
Think about that's what it's called. We don't know what it's used for.
Well, my dad also said that they bombed another building, which was almost like the Pentagon for the Mossad.
Ah.
Well, it's interesting. Bibi's the one that ordered it.
Oh, he's still a puppet?
He wanted to blow up his own building. Now, you have to think about what's in that building. It's evidence, it's documents, it's videotapes, it's everything that they've got. It's Building 7. It's their version of Building 7 for us.
Yeah.
Yep. So, yeah, you got to dig a little deeper. But here on U.S. soil, yeah, those flagpoles are a representation of the restored republic.
Yippee!
Yeah, just enjoy the show, guys. It's really getting it's getting fun.
I do want to mention something that I feel happened. Yeah, it was surprise. My friend mentioned she heard on the news that there were 300 children missing in Norway.
It doesn't surprise me.
But I believe that happened maybe a month ago, and now it's being shown on the news. So the movie, like, certain people are knowing what the movie is before it actually happens. Because I know those children were found about a month ago.
We know that things that hit the news, some of it requires a lot of like put the pieces together, and some of it's so old, and some of it the footage and the information is so manipulated. This is where the discernment comes in. But yeah, this is these little drip drops to softly disclose missing children. That I mean, US is horrible. We're the leader in it, but it's happened all over the world.
Mhm.
Yep. There's soft disclosure, basically. You can't put out what we have gathered over the years all at once because the world will lose their marbles.
Right.
Mhm.
So,
All right, this is for Jay, okay?
Oh,
I do want to respond to Maj. BB already bombed all historical sites, including all the archives and the museums. They've been bombed, but they're empty. We have everything.
Yeah. But there is one place when I was in Israel, this is what the VIP is for. There is one place when I was in Israel right next to the Jerusalem wall is the Museum of Rockefeller Museum. Was that strategically placed there for nefarious purposes?
Well, yeah, because you're talking about one of the 13 bloodline families, part of the Mossad, the Khazarians. It's all tied together. It's like stating their claim.
So did that get cleaned up then?
Oh, it's all been cleaned up. It's going to take a while to change some of these physical locations. What you see above ground, that can be changed. It's making sure that what's underneath is cleansed and it can never be used again. That's the issue.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I'm not concerned. So, are we ready to dive into some questions?
Sure. So you have a fluffle of questions?
A whole fluffle full.
A
King, do you
fluffle
have
plus
any
one.
coffees?
Do I have? I just made my coffee. No, I do not.
Okay.
Do you?
Yes, I have to present my extra camera here so I can.
Do you have a murder of questions, or do you have a Congress of questions?
She has a
All of the
fluffle.
above. All right. Why are you blocking my screen? Stop it. Wings, fix that.
Ooh, she's getting bossy now, Wings.
He's used to it. Okay. Let's go. First one I have. Okay. That's what I thought. All right. Sunshine has the first one. A brief work trip to Switzerland felt like a mix of work, spiritual, and physical activities. Some flowed while others were challenging. Was everything accomplished? If so, what exactly? She made the comment, the in vogue lyric, free your mind and the rest will follow, played in her head during the first few days. Okay. So let's
who's
see.
this from?
Sunshine.
Okay.
So let's pick this apart. So you did work, spiritual, and physical activities. Was everything accomplished, and what was accomplished? Okay.
I'm not getting everything.
Yep. And
No.
it's fun and not fun at the same time.
Now, what Wings is showing me, this is more spiritual than it is anything. Did you do some cleansing of areas that you went to?
Where did she go? Did she say?
It says Switzerland. I don't know.
Switzerland. Yeah.
Which is a very nasty country spiritually.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I suddenly have who let the dogs out running in my mind.
Okay. You blessed Gaia. You did some major cleansing here. This was a gift. You shouldn't worry about what you did there. Very strategic. Some of it, so you have a solid yes, but there's areas here that are going to take a little bit longer to really see the results from it. But basically what I get is that you sowed the seed and you did what you could. Spirit's really focusing on the spiritual because that will fix the other 3D things, if that makes sense.
Yeah, you just got to give it time.
Yeah. Yeah, but what you did do will show slowly over time, but it has to be strategically. It can't be so in your face that makes people wonder what in the world is happening here.
Mm-hmm.
Like subtle, kind of like this movie, subtle disclosure.
Well,
We have a new member.
Yes, welcome.
Want to get her question? I think. Trying to find a question. I think it's 26.
Yeah, this is Ellen
26.
of Petrichor Ranch.
Yeah. We got 126, but I don't see a question there.
Oh, she has her own show she's going on. All right. Sunshine was with me in Hawaii, so I kind of understand what she's on her path to do too.
Okay. Yeah. There's certain locations all over the world. Poland right now it's part of a massive cleanup. You don't really see it or hear about it, but putting the pieces together, that's an area where they're really cleaning it up.
Isn't that funny that I said I have to go there?
Yeah.
I was supposed to go there, but things took a turn. That's funny.
Ellen, welcome to the family. We all crazy, honey, but we embrace each other.
I don't see any question. I thought there was.
All right. Next one. Colleen. This is shower. Okay. Not a question, just a thank you and follow up. Remember we were worried about husband having a blood clot?
Yes.
So here's the update. I took my husband to the ER on Wednesday. No blood clots, but he was having his COPD flare up, not pneumonia. After 2 nights there with IV meds, he's coming home today. Thanks so much for your guidance and support. Okay. Well, better to go and get checked to prevent any of those nasty things.
So COPD can cause a blockage too, which was probably what we were feeling.
Oh, yeah. It was more of a preventative thing. Okay.
Yeah. Beautiful.
But you're very welcome. I'm glad that he's coming home.
Nice.
All right. Miss Louise. Okay, so there's 3 questions in this. She bought 3 coffees, so let's do one at a time. Did Noah hear my advice and take it in? Okay.
Well,
did you see stop
the doors after him?
What?
He closed the doors after him.
Close to Noah?
Well, God did that, but wrong Noah. Okay.
I know, that's what I said. Did you ask for it to stop raining in Kentucky? How long has it been, Jen? 40 days?
And 40 nights.
Not quite. We've had a couple of days. Well, a lot of rain, but extremely high heat. So those combinations make beautiful hay fields, and they're already doing hay. They're cutting hay.
Mhm.
Amazing, beautiful crops this year.
Oh yeah.
No
All
one
right. Did
Harvesting
Noah
of
listen?
plenty.
take your advice. No one take your advice. Where are you
It'll
going?
be a good harvest this year.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Well,
You giving
he kind
advice.
of did, and he kind of didn't like what you had to say, but you weren't looking after his welfare.
To do hold his feelings.
Yeah, Schneider, what are you doing, buddy?
Okay.
No.
So you have a overall solid yes. Immediately when you said it, see all these swords in here, he was like, I don't hear that crap. That's not you. You hurt my feelings.
Yep, exactly.
But here's you are telling the truth, and there's strength there. You have a strong relationship. So in the future, the important thing to remember is you've sown the seed of your wisdom. The Hermit's here. And the star card is about hope, optimism for the future, and healing. So yes, it worked, even though you hurt his little feelings at first. So, hey, sometimes the truth hurts.
Oof. Sorry, I think
Okay.
I re-hurt my leg. Okay. Here we
You
go.
have another one. Okay.
Is that one? Then I'd be called Eileen,
Yeah.
or I fell over.
All right.
Irene if you're Asian.
Question number 2 from Louise. Please, a general read for our office staff. Okay.
They didn't get their feelings hurt. They're still talking. But you didn't hurt anybody's feelings there.
Ew. Okay, who doesn't like each other?
Yeah, but it wasn't as bad as with Noah.
Okay. I don't know. You might have a show off. This card can represent somebody being in the spotlight, and it can cause a rift. Okay. Financially secure from in the past. Doing okay. Star card comes back in here. Good. There's a good balance. In the future, some tough decisions are going to be made. There's Noah. Don't be concerned, because I think Noah eventually is going to turn things on its head. Now, I know Noah's plans and what he wants. So it's the younger version of Uncle. And I think in the future, people are going to have to decide whether they want to stick around or not. Overall, other than the little tiffs, these little clicks, that kind of stuff, it says don't worry about it. You're always going to have that in most places that you work in. But in the future, people will decide. So if Uncle retires and Noah takes over or starts his own thing, people will have to decide who they're going to follow. But don't worry about it. It's unnecessary worry. Okay. All right. The third question she has, a message for me from Spirit. All right. So personal one for Miss Louise.
Try not to get too worried because looks like it's causing to start some kind of like stomach issue. That's good news.
Well, it can be, but if temperance comes in here, I'll definitely understand it. Okay. Because Miss Louise has lots of plans and wanting to take actions.
Mm-hmm.
There are certain things that she wants to stick to tradition, making deals. Yeah. Miss Louise, I know you're still second guessing some of the humanitarian projects because you might have a hothead or two to work with. It's going to
Mm-hmm.
work itself out. This is beautiful. Yeah, you're going to share your gifts. I kind of like these two cards together because this is nostalgia and this is tradition. So it's like going back to the old ways, if that makes sense. Because guess what? Old fashioned works.
It does. It does.
It does. And this, keeping that in mind when you start these new projects will give you victory. You know, I know you've got hotheads that won't think straight, but remember, you're the boss. Okay. When you make these deals, you make that clear. I am the boss in your projects. Okay. You're going to be fine.
Yeah, but I get that she's worrying so much that it might cause a stomach issue.
You feel like solar plexus or
solar plexus. Yeah.
King of Wands. Is that supposed to be funny? We might work together, but Miss Louise and I get along very well, so I'm not concerned.
So you're not a hothead in that project. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Because there's some projects we'll probably do together. I'm just going to throw money at her and say, do your thing. Because I
cool.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Good.
Go for it.
Oh, is it a pole strip club? Because she's like,
if he wants money from me for his project, he got to get on the pole and earn it. I'll throw it at him that way. Just saying. Okay. Miss Angie, I thank you for everything you do. Well, you're very welcome. Question. I had a dream last week that I have been trying to get back to in order to find out the message. My dad and some older people were at the door. They didn't say anything, and I didn't know whether they needed help or were there to help me. I woke up before any words were spoken. Should I be patient and wait for them to come back in my dreams, or is there a message? Any insights would be appreciated. Well, we will ask, and if they don't want me to tell you, it'll say secret. Though I'll get the secret cards, and it'll say go back to a dream state, which is like the moon card. So the only thing we can do is ask and see what they say.
But Jen, before you do that, I was reading the oracles, and Angie wrote a comment in your oracles. So we're going to give prayers to her children who are going. I guess they're going to be deployed.
Yes.
So
anybody that's getting their steak and lobsters meal, and that's your deployment meal in the military most of the time. But it is right now. It has been as far as I can remember.
Yeah.
Keep them in your prayers. I did a personal reading with someone yesterday that also has someone that's already over there. And this is not a full-blown war. These are smaller missions. And I got good energy that our troops are okay, that it's secure, but we still send good vibes and energy.
Yeah, we're sending prayers, and I think that's why you were probably feeling a slump. You were in a slump.
It could be the anticipation of it. I send equal prayers across the board, but I tend to pray more for the people that have soldiers gone, for the people here, because sometimes that's a harder job. They know their mission. They're good at it. That's why they're being sent. It's harder when you don't know anything. All right. Miss Angie, do they have a message, or am I allowed to tell you?
I get message, but I'm not getting what it is.
I'm curious to know that if you recognized anybody other than your father. You said he was with a group of people.
Did she say father and grandfather, or just father?
I think it said father and friends. My dad and some older people were at the door.
Okay, older people.
Could be multi-generational.
Yeah.
Old timers.
Oh, that's That's beautiful. Burdens are about to be wrapped up. Just be patient. What?
Patience.
Yeah.
I have never heard that word before.
I'll look it up.
Tread
Oh,
lightly with your emotions, Ange. I know that it's been rocky. Just go easy. Give yourself a little mercy and grace. Yeah. I think you're a little too hard on yourself with the so what if you had a rough week or 2 weeks? Don't beat yourself up any further with this club, okay? You take actions to correct it, which I know you are. Get out of a funk, and it'll be okay. Look at these aces.
yeah. Angie, you're going to have to learn, what did you learn from that funk?
Yeah.
There's something coming out of that feeling.
Being around negative energy, this is in the past. She tried to tread lightly, being around negative places and negative people, but it's not your fault. One of the best things I can tell you is anytime this is for anybody, if you return home, cleanse yourself and release all of that energy so it clings like Velcro.
Yeah, and it may not even be your own, but that is the lesson, Jen. If that happens, then you learn to cleanse yourself before, or say, I do not allow anything negative to enter as I walk in my door.
Yeah. Be a little more patient with yourself, not be so judgmental, but look at these beautiful financial gifts that are coming. They're letting you know, look, you're getting ready. Things are getting ready to heat up and change here. You're going to be doing a lot. The gifts are coming right now. You just kind of leaning on your hoe. Make great investments and wait it out. All right. But your burden is going to end. Don't be so hard on yourself. Now, I didn't get the moon, but something tells me that your dad and these people will be back. And I get a strong feeling that these older people are multi-generational in your family that are linked to you to guide you through your future.
Someone's knocking at the door. Somebody's ringing the bell.
Okay. All right. Eva says, I heard you say, my Mayan is a king of wands. When and do I tell him to FO? Wow.
You got FA first.
I don't think Eva wants a man.
You should enjoy the FA first.
Well, let's find out if this King of Wands is still coming around. That's kind of like, I don't want him to. All right.
I'm with you. I'm with you, Purple.
I don't think that our King of you want to tell our King of Wands to FO. Schneider is, but you know.
Schneider's at the door telling every guy.
Just remember, there are positive things about King of Wands because they represents integrity, trustworthy. Sometimes he just moves so fast he doesn't think. He means well.
Been there, done that.
Look at you. I don't want him. Keep him away.
King of Wands, do you have a 10-foot pole for her?
Oh my gosh.
Is he on top of the poles?
She's setting boundaries. Nope. Nope.
Hey, let's do a virtual high five. Good job, E.
No, but he is a master of emotions. This guy's already in your life or coming quickly.
Look,
she's like, move away, move away. Yeah.
She's like, no, I'm not.
No, it represents that this is a good move for you. He'll help make your life better and help, especially financially. So I don't know as much as, you would be independent, sovereign. You don't change who you are. You just find somebody that is really good and collaborates with you well. Okay. But this time I will tell you what I tell most people in this family. You guys are going to be finding these twin flames, and when we start working together,
And another
you
awkward.
start hiring people and that you're drawn to the same ideas and feelings. That's when he's coming. So you can practice your FOs, honey, but King of Wands are stubborn. I don't think he's going to FO very easily. So, all right. Let me refresh and see if that was last of that. Okay. So that is that. Well, let's go to our starred questions. Wyletta, the Benadryl queen. I have an appointment tonight. Should I keep it? Well, you have free will. Do you want to
on the
keep it?
boardwalk or what? Near the beach?
Yeah, Benadryl pickup appointment.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Remember, she was in the store yesterday getting it during the meeting.
Is another pharmaceutical substituting? Are you going for
Tonight's
clarity?
appointment's where it's got to go. Distribution is important.
Should she go to the appointment tonight? Ooh. She's teeter-tottering, but there's a yes. She's kind of like, no, yes, no, yes.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
This
I'm
says
getting
yes.
a yes. Yeah.
This says yes. That's a strong yes. You're like, I don't want to.
Exactly right.
I don't want to. I don't want to fight with these people. Have you had issues? I don't know where you're going. They drain the life out of me. Well, you're going to put yourself in a bubble.
Yes.
Yeah, you're going to be the Queen of Wands. You're
Yep.
going to hold your head high. Ugh, these people are the devil.
They do take Benadryl.
No, this is a reminder. Don't quit and give up. This is temptation. You want to not go because of the energy you're dealing with. Go to the appointment. But before you go, you do your prayers. You put full armor and put yourself in a protective. Don't soak up any of that energy. Yeah, King of Wands.
Another King of Wands. Wow.
And then you can leave. And on the way out the door, you tell them FO because that's that card. Okay. Just saying. It says go.
So she gets the FO the King of Wands, but E can't.
Sorry, I just work here.
Lucky you,
Nope.
Will.
All right. Wyletta has the next one. What this weekend will bring for me? Please and thank you. Let's Benadryl, honey. What will this weekend? Saturday and Sunday.
After the meeting? What will she bring? Either you're staying home or you're standing your ground at home. I think standing your ground at home with the hubby.
Wyletta, do you own any cast iron skillets? If not, borrow one from Jules.
Yeah, that's what you're probably going to need it. Go to Costco again.
Jules, you got a spare? I'm just curious. Oh, gosh. Okay. Now hold your own. When judgment starts happening, you hold your own, okay? Don't hold on to hostility. Here's where patience. Look, I've been patient in the past, but I've got the devil on my shoulders here. No, you have all the tools you need to use your voice in the right way and the right tone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you don't let him. Yeah, look how strong you are. You don't have to give in to the whims of losing it with this. If it's your husband or whoever the tension is with, don't hold on to a grudge. Use your voice calmly, politely, divinely.
FO.
Yeah, but you know, Wyletta, you have grown so much that just changing your frequency of joy, happiness, he cannot bring you down.
Yeah, and this may be tied to kiddos because you have a page in here.
Oh, yeah.
And usually if somebody's going to fight, it's usually over kids. Okay.
Or to use them as a.
Use your strength, know your truth, and hold your own. You can do it without being nasty and ugly because you ain't Jen. Okay. All right. Great. All right. John has got the next one. Recently, someone said there will be a Cascadian earthquake soon. Can I get a reading on the person who said this, please?
Is it Canadian?
No, it's Cascade. The Cascade line.
The Cascades.
Cascade Mountains.
An area.
Where is that at?
It's Puget Sound, my area. Puget Sound area. San Juan.
Okay. Okay. Oh, will there be a Cascadian?
She wants the reading on the person who said it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Not if the earthquake.
There's which one is what I'm, because there's been a lot of people that have been saying this.
Was that an implant by the Whiteheads?
Geologists. No, they've been saying this for years.
Is the person who she heard say this? That's how I'm going to ask it. Is the person that she heard say that? What do we need to know about this person?
Truthful. Trustworthy.
Yeah, it's like an intuition, a gut feeling. They're using.
Yeah.
Has been known to be accurate, but has also been known to be wrong. But we all have.
Mm-hmm.
So there's nothing nasty in here, but it's pretty much just like the rest of us. Sometimes we're right and sometimes we're wrong.
No, they don't know. That's why I'm up here.
Hold your nose and hum. Okay.
The trumpet. Judgment's coming.
Do we want to ask if this earthquake is going to happen?
I would like to know.
Why would you like to know? You're not anywhere near it.
Well, I gotta say goodbye.
Well, thank you.
No, I mean,
well, aren't you just precious?
I don't feel it's anytime soon. That's all.
Aren't you just precious, sis?
Goodbye, brother.
I'll just call him and play Stevie Wonder.
Which one?
I just call.
I thought you were going to say, I wish this thing could turn back the time.
They're holding off, but that could
I'm
quickly
getting
change.
soon.
It could change.
Yeah. Once I move out of the area.
Oh, maybe. There you go. There you are out there. Tiny Tim, run.
Yeah.
When he leaves?
It is going to displace a lot of people. That's why because this is going to be man-made, and that it has to be very strategic to make sure that they've got all the resources in place to help as many people. Mm-hmm. Very strong possibility. Right now, they're holding off. That's going to change. It will displace many people if they're not careful of when to do this.
It's overdue.
Yeah. So, because what they do is they'll kind of activate a fault, and Mother Nature could take over after that. That could be the tsunami I keep seeing.
Yeah, you've been predicting that a while, King, about a tsunami in Washington.
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah, right now everybody's in limbo. But the only thing you can do, pray, give it to God, and be prepared the best way you can. You can't live in fear.
Well, that's okay. Tyler predicted as long as King is wearing his muscle shirt, everyone up there is going to be fine.
I agree. He should just stand on a mountain and cross his arms, and everyone will come to him.
Like this. Okay.
I'm not scared. Come to me. Yep. All right. All right, Moon. Next Wednesday, my sister will go to LA for 2 weeks. Will she be safe and return home safely? Not if they shut down the airlines this weekend, like they're saying.
Yeah.
These are being shut down.
Let's see.
Jersey had a lot of shutdowns yesterday. Jersey.
Thank you for coming, Ellen.
Yeah, come back.
Yeah.
Welcome to the crazy.
Bring a question.
She be safe and
She's a tarot reader. She may not have one.
That may be true. She may have all the answers already, you know?
It's always nice to get somebody else to read for you, though.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah, she's gonna come home. She'll be home safe. She'll be safe.
Yes.
She's not gonna like it though. She's
Why is she going to LA?
She's not. It's not like what she expected it to be there when she. That's why.
Okay. She's going to be okay. I'm a little concerned about the energy in LA.
Yeah, that's what she's not gonna like.
It's not good right now.
Because this is coming from home. She's fine, great. She'll get home just fine. But this guy here in the middle could flip her world upside down because there's too much crap and it's only going to get worse, is what we've been told.
Yeah, that's the only thing I didn't get the heart chakra, and that's why I said she really didn't like it there.
Okay. White Hat's military will wrap it up really quick. So whatever he tries to pull, it's under control. So just let her, she's going to go. She'll come home. It'll be fine. Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Sorry if we're boring you.
Oh, is that what it is?
Well, okay. On Thursday nights, you don't have sleepovers with the man, okay? Because you're too tired on Fridays, all right? I'm just saying.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yep.
I'm already tired for what's going to happen later on today. Okay.
Okay. All right, Eva. Okay. Back from my work trip. What was my team's impression of me? And was any of them human? First of all, why do you care? I never care.
For the first one.
I don't care.
Were any of them human?
You would have been like, hey, you should have said, get a load of me.
As long as you were your authentic self. Don't worry about what anybody else thinks, but we'll see.
I am getting that some of them were not human. Some were, some weren't.
Okay. What was their impression?
DCs.
Yeah. Well, yeah. They liked you.
Who?
They liked her.
Oh.
And were they, any of them, human?
Well, they loved you.
Mm-hmm. I think majority of them were humans.
This is indicating that you felt more balanced when you were actually around them. Yeah.
Mm.
Were you tempted to stay or make better contact with them for future correspondence? Because you felt a really strong bond that they're a part of your family?
Oh, okay. That's
because this guy's well aspected, and it just means she was tempted to do something. Like, I want to work with them in the future. Can we get in contact again? There's very strong bond, full of integrity, and this is family. So I get that you have some non-human amongst the human. So it's almost a balance. This is saying a little bit of both. So they really liked you, though. That Ace of Cups tells me everything, that they like your strength, your enthusiasm, traditional. Yeah. Well, that's good.
I think you like them too.
Yeah. But tempted to that temptation to man, I really need to work with them, or do I know you? That kind of thing, and stay in contact with them. Curious to know if that was the case.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Sister Renee. Please. Another message from Spirit and Galactic Family too.
Well, all you needed was one please, but please kind of balances that, or just kind of
Well, please for Spirit and please for Galactic.
Yeah, there's two pleases, for one for Spirit, one for Galactic. So okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I can't.
Okay.
Holy KB.
Renee. I'm going for Spirit first. It's the vodka. Okay. Still worried about the home.
Yeah, but she needs to have faith in her husband to handle this.
Really?
You've been confused? What have you been confused about?
Mm-hmm.
It's clearer than you. Renee, I love you, honey. Stop making situations worse than what they are, okay? I don't know where the confusion is. You're all, why are you so worried all the time? Just let it go. This is go with the flow. Let it happen. Tough decisions in the future, but you're manifesting. This is a beautiful reading. This has to do with impatience. Time and money. Okay. So this is a beautiful reading. Deals will be made. The house will be sold. You need to trust your husband here with the documentation that you're not getting hoodwinked. Okay. Are you really that worried that it's not going to be done right? This is fear of the unknown. Stop. That's ridiculous.
No fear.
Let it happen.
Yeah.
Everything's definitely made. So whatever happens it's made for a reason.
Yeah, you got to release that worry. And if you really truly trust your husband and what he's done, and I know that you do, let him handle it. And more importantly, let God handle it.
Okay.
Trouble.
Do you really have a higher self? At the top of the pole, is that how that works?
That's what it is. Yep.
Is it higher self or is it lower self? Just curious.
Okay. Well, the totem, the low one is actually the higher representation, but okay.
Okay.
Message from the higher pole. I mean, so.
He's too lazy to get the ladder out. Okay.
There's a lot of it happening lately. Everybody's worried about security, but this is something that has been brought up from the past. It's like reminding you of things that were not good in the past. I think it's to release it.
Well, the trouble is with that. It's interesting. He pull his own card. We want to let go of the past, but the past doesn't want to let go of us. And you can force it. Like, let go. All right. All right. Let's see what your redheaded troublemaker self is going to get into here. You leaning on your hoe. See, there's nothing new here.
How are you getting your money if you're leaning on your hoe? Never work, man.
You're making the right investments and you're waiting for the outcome.
They're not tipping you.
Your wife in the past is going, please make sure these investments work well. Okay. You're doing fine. Everything the actions that you're taking now are great. There's your queen. Okay. This is saying your burden's about to wrap up. I know. You're just waiting for the information. Okay. You're doing great. Your higher self says keep going and doing what you're doing. So your future self basically is saying just keep going. Okay. This is going to end sometime and you will have more knowledge and wisdom. You've got to trust the plan. There's the Emperor, that's leadership. And this is stability. The Knight of Pentacles is always stability. I have it in my hand. I'm manifesting, but I want to make sure that I do all the right things with it. But you're stable, making all the decision. Are you looking into purchasing land? Because this is a suggestion to do that. If you want to get into real estate, they're saying take a leadership role into looking and searching for land, farmland, business land, homeland, whatever. But you're doing great. Pat yourself on the back. Take a swing on the pole.
Yeah, so if that's what, if let's say, for example, maybe he worried that, like you said, he's thinking of the investments that he'd do the right job. I think maybe in the past it wasn't the case, so you're afraid that you're going to bring it back up, but you declare you're in a different state. You're in a different frequency, you know?
Right.
Keep yourself going forward.
Yeah. Okay, so you're land hunting. Yeah, continue on that. You'll be able to do it. Great investment. I highly recommend anybody that's doing these investments for the future. Real estate is a great way to go. And remember, they're going to sell off our forest, the governmental land. The government wants to keep it all. We can keep enough for the museums and special things for protective certain areas for animals or whatever. But most of it, they're just being greedy because they've been doing nefarious things in the forest. Once they get it all cleansed up, they're going to sell it for our freedom cities, and we're going to snatch it up. Okay. All right. Here we go. Colleen, can I get a message from my star family for this weekend?
Yes.
Stand out on the porch and wave.
No, it's No Pants Friday, Jen. I wouldn't recommend that.
I don't think they'll be embarrassed. They'll probably do a lot of. You see this crazy person down here?
Send in the truck.
We have a problem.
Send in the truck. Send in the truck.
Especially if you live in a populated neighborhood, I don't really recommend it. Now, I could do it and get away with it because we're in the country. I might offend the deer and the turtles and everything else, but
Jen, I wouldn't recommend that because these cars go by turning a corner.
No, because it's full on summer and everything's grown up. The bushes and the trees are full. And if I'm going to do it now in the wintertime, you can see everything. So, Miss Colleen, your weekend shall be spend time in nature if you can to help with sadness or something that's pulling you down or loss. Remember, we don't focus on what's been spilled. We focus on what is still standing. But this is always nature, knowing that you're abundant.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have a depression, she's a great way to absorb all that energy. In the past, you've been balanced out, making deals, partnership. Now, if the partner's the one making you sad, that's even more reason.
That's what I'm getting.
Now, I would like to be sarcastic and say, if the partner's making you sad, take him out in the woods and bury him, but then you might face justice. So let's not go that route. But if he's upsetting you, take that energy and ground. You're going to be all right in the future. Got a beautiful materialistic gift here.
Take that iron skillet.
There you go. Ooh. Jules, can you just start passing out skillets? That'd be great.
Is it 2 Benadryls in the iron skillet too?
Spirit knows that you're tired, but remember, Gaia is wonderful. You have to push that energy down into her and then reabsorb all the good stuff that she puts out. She's amazing at that stuff. You're holding on to too much. This is holding on for dear life. Now, it can mean take this money. There's another meaning here. Take this gift of money that's coming and invest it well. Okay, but don't wear yourself out. But for the weekend, since that's what we're focusing on, take the gifts that you will be given. Just take a breath and ground yourself. There's emotional stuff that's draining you, and I get it's with a partnership here. Okay. Take a deep breath. You can let it go. Go ahead. Okay. You're not a sloth, honey. You can't hold it that long. Okay. I wish I was a snail. They sleep for 3 years. Anybody want to join me? Okay. Joe,
Well, you know, they poop for once in a year, though.
I wish I were a fish.
all right. Are we going to do a check on a grandma baby?
Yeah. Hey, welcome, Grandma baby. How you doing?
Yay.
Oh, please, 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 Grandma. Are you there yet?
Please don't invite all the grandmothers in my room, please.
Is this where Elizabeth came from?
Elizabeth is quiet. She sits over here in the corner, and I look up every once in a while she's looking and watching and listening and laughing. But I only need one, okay? My grandmothers don't even see me that often. They come every once in a while, but every time I ask them what they're doing, we're partying. We're partying. Who are you partying with, Michael? Okay.
None of your business. Go.
They're
Do
partying
whatever
with
you
Michael? Do they party when he takes a nap on the rafters? What's
I
going
mean,
on?
he absolutely, yeah. When I talked to Michael, I said, what are you doing? Partying with who? Nanny and Grandma.
Oh, that's so cool.
That's funny. All right. What are we manifesting, Joby? A baby?
Grandma baby.
I wonder, you're maybe not quite ready. You're kind of enjoying where you're at right now.
Ooh.
There's all this stuff in the past. Like, when do we bring this new one in here? Okay.
Let's see. There's a lot of new ones.
She's weighing her options right now. Trust your instinct of when it's right for you.
Oh, can't we have a septuplets?
You got too many things going on in the 3D that's preventing you. It's kind of kept you in limbo. So this is something you have to trust your gut of when this little one should come in. Me personally, I was raised to believe, speaking of grandma, she taught me that if you wait till you're ready, it'll never happen.
Mm-hmm. That is so true.
Yeah. So don't get distracted with what you think and all the what if, shoulda, coulda, wouldas. Have faith, trust your gut, and do what you feel is right. So your guides are encouraging you. You got to trust yourself. Tyler. Did Pops turn my bedroom light on last night? Nothing touched the remote.
I
Okay.
was outside doing this.
Somebody, I was going to say, did somebody clap their hands?
Clap on, clap off. Did the pole fall over? You got one too, and it.
She threw a cast iron at the remote. Cast iron.
Mom threw the cast iron at him, and it hit the light switch.
He thought it was his lights out. Wow.
Gotta remind you of bedtime.
Did Pops turn the lights on last night? Lights on, not lights off. Okay.
Clap on, clap off the clapper.
Yep. I don't know. It's very, very weak. Yes.
Somebody did.
Somebody else.
Somebody did, but it wasn't him. You think it was him, but it wasn't.
It wasn't. Yeah. Ooh. Okay.
Somebody coming in from a different density. Who is this? This is a guide. Trying to get your attention.
Trying to give you an idea.
Wow. You have 3 nights in a row. I don't know what is happening. Putting up boundaries. I think there is the energy from your father coming in, but look at these warriors coming in here to keep him out.
I like it.
His goal is to take you down. Yeah.
Okay. So Jen, can I Vippy off of that for him, piggyback off of that for him.
Yeah.
Uh,
He's okay with that. That's fine.
Tyler, I just want to ask: has the 3 nights that came in? The 3 nights that came in, did they finish? Is it complete?
Well, you got the world card. That's completion.
So his father can't touch him now. Nobody in that section can touch him.
Right.
No, he's protected.
Yeah. Pops is Jules's dad.
Yeah, but it wasn't him.
It's not that Pops. It's a negative. It's not yours, Julesy.
Mm-hmm.
It's a male energy. That's what Tyler's picking up on. But there's a negative energy trying to enter. And then those 3 nights say, no, I don't think so.
No, it wasn't him, but he could cloak himself to have him think it was him, but it wasn't him.
Yeah. Yep.
But it's done.
Yeah.
They took care of it.
Yeah. So male energy, but not positive. And I agree with Nadia. They can very easily cloak themselves to make you feel like it's that person. Okay. Miss Pam,
Shapeshift.
may I have a message from my higher self, please?
Sure. Said please.
Mhm.
If higher self has a message. Then
I've never known them not to,
I have.
but that would be interesting. No, I don't want to talk. Can you imagine?
Yeah, I can see Dennis's higher self.
You had enough already. Go
I was
away.
going to say, leave me alone.
I'm in the middle of a burrito, please.
I'm in the middle of partying. Go away.
Is there a message for Pam from her higher self? Well, there's a definite yes. Which one is this one? 2, 3.
Partnership? Are you trying to manifest somebody? Do you have a man or do you want a man? It doesn't have to be relationship. It could be job opportunity or just future partnerships. You're trying to manifest an agreement here. Okay. You're going to have to trust your intuition on this. You're worried way too much.
That's what I got. So it's her third eye.
This is saying stay solo right now. Wait and get your gift, whatever that means to you. Financial stability. Do it by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Wait until it grows a little bit. Basically, you want to be the queen of your own castle before you invite anybody else in here because they can be tricksters.
Okay, from that, what I got was I was getting the third eye, the Ajna chakra, which is also maybe she needs to release or forgive whatever person hurt her in the past in order for her to move forward.
Okay, I can see that. So, Miss Pam, right now, stick to the, by yourself if it's business. And if something has happened in the past where they've kind of messed you up, confused you, you don't want to get into a mess again. Forgive them, let it go, but still do the solo thing. Okay. Let me go over to coffees and refresh that really quick. Okay. Jojo McWill, thank you for the coffees, love. Can I get a birthday read for my brother Dan?
Was there a please?
Oh, I guess it's a no. Sorry.
Please and thank you.
Ooh.
It was abbreviated, so it's smaller, but now, okay.
She wants a message from her brother for the birthday?
Yeah, Dan.
She wants a message from Dan.
I heard that loud and clear. Wow. He has a strong voice. All I heard was, you just take care of that baby.
Oh, that's sweet. Yeah.
Straight to the point.
I would like that in voice.
Don't worry about me. Take care of that baby.
There you go.
I would love that in the voice of Barry White. You just take care of that baby.
This is a warning. That's a lawyer card. That's sneaky people.
Mm-hmm.
Means it could be represent get a lawyer if you don't already have one. There are some sneaky high priestess. God's into control, but these people will wear you out.
Yep.
There's a
That's-
male here that
Yep.
possibly can take. Basically, Dan's coming in and telling you what's going on in your life already. Okay, first of all, we have to trust God. You have a strong voice. Take care of that baby. That's what he's saying. So all the situations that you're going through right now, he's just warning. They're sneakier than what you think. Put these two together. This is a lawyer card, but if you put them together, that's a coven.
Mm-hmm.
This is nasty energy. And what they want to do is make you so tired you want to move on and not take care of this baby.
Mm-hmm.
You reject that.
You have the tools, Jojo.
You're putting in all the work and you're waiting and hanging on for dear life. Have faith. This right here is what you cling on to. That is your creator. He's been there since the beginning and will always be there. Dan is reminding you of this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yeah, you have the tools. Don't let this anger you, because that's the frequency they want you to be in.
Stay in your authority. Straighten your crown and know how it's going to be.
I'd shine it. Say, here's the light.
He's doing a neck adjustment. Okay.
I'm
Do you
just trying
have-
On Monty's leg.
Do you have that crown king that ties underneath so it doesn't fall off?
Okay. Back to the coffees. Thank you, someone. It was Bonita. Could I please have a read for July? Wow. Can we finish June first? But all right.
Okay, blink. June's over. Standard 1, 2.
It is
3.
almost over. We only have 10 days, so
expect a celebration in the first week.
You know what? I'm getting like
What?
the fourth. I think that's the one.
Oh, did you hear they're gonna do the No Kings Part 2 protest?
Oh,
on the
Oh,
4th of
are they
July?
really?
Yeah. Somebody presented a statue to Washington, D.C., and it's a golden fist hammering down on Liberty's head.
Oh, wow.
And
I have
King's
Sorry.
rulership or something. And I went, well, the Statue of Liberty represents Satan, so I don't mind it.
Yeah.
I'm going to be celebrating it. I have a message from JoJo. She wrote, Dan's alive, and my brother, and it's his birthday today. But funny, those exact things came out of his mouth.
Yeah,
But that's
well, there you go.
to it.
Well-
We're connected to.
When you guys ask for readings from a loved one, they don't have to be dead. What I do is I pick up on their higher self, and that's who's talking to me.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yep.
And he's very boisterous if he goes all the way to Kentucky.
Well, that's a strong voice, she said. So.
some spirits are stronger than others. Some people, they have no problem finding their voice.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Bonita, find out July. All right, financial stability. Oh. Burdens ending, making deals. Don't get distracted. We all have to remember that. Keep balanced. Understanding there's July for you. You're going to hear and see a lot of things. You have to seek out the truth because a lot of it's garbage.
Mm-hmm. So every day, basically every day.
Something new. You're making a deal here, taking action, making a deal financially. It will be just for something new. This could be anything new. New house, new car, new job. That's what July's bringing you. Because your investments are well. Have faith.
Hopefully it'll go off by July on the bird.
Anita's gonna she's gonna make an investment in something. It's gonna go well.
Nice. That's a really nice reading for Bonita. So she has been doing her work. I mean, we usually would given her warnings, and you are following through, Bonita. That's awesome.
Yep.
Don't jinx it.
Oops.
Okay. All right. Eva's got a coffee question. It's me again. It's me again, Margaret. All right. We have a new member joining our family today.
Ooh.
He's a man. Wait, no.
Nope, she's in the no man's club. I just made one up.
It is a male
Would you
cat.
put your clothes back on?
It's a male cat named Edward.
There's the man.
So
Don't-
distinguished. Okay.
Don't tell Edward to F off.
Eva, you could have said there's a new man in my life and his name is Edward. We would have never known. Okay.
Oh, is he pasty white? Is he a vampire?
His owner gave him up due to life circumstances. Is Edward aware he's changing homes? Will he be happy with us? Please and thank you, thank you, thank you. You're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome. All right, Edward.
Well, was it a contract that Edward was sent to? That's what you need to know.
Is he?
Now, you might want to
aware?
close questions, by the way.
Are they not?
They're
They
just
are
paused.
paused.
Oh.
There you go.
Just thinking about you. That's all.
All
I'm
right.
sure you had nothing else to do for the rest of the afternoon.
My husband is already home. Yes, I do.
Is Edward comfortable at Eve's house? Oh, he likes it there,
I don't think he's there yet.
but he's liking it. Okay, I got a big strong yes.
Okay, does he know that his life is about to change?
Ooh, there's the tower.
Oh,
Yeah, it's about to change.
he's
It's
going to be a
really-
little standoffish at first, which is typical. He's guarding his feelings because this is going to this is shock value to him. So he's not aware that he is slowly in the future. He's going to kind of avoid you for a while.
There it is. There's excited. Guys, I feel that he's happy about it.
I get younger generation is going to fulfill him. Get excited. He'll get excited eventually. This is emotional fulfillment, so don't worry about it. Be a little rocky at first. Talk to him.
Give him the rules.
Talk to him like a human. They understand a lot more than what you realize.
Mhm.
So expect the shock value and him treading lightly. Like, I don't know you. But in the future, slowly, he will adapt. So don't worry about it. Just continue to talk to him. Be good. He'll settle right in.
Mhm.
All right. Okay. Now back to the starred ones. We've got. Okay. Did you have any coffees?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, big baby. Here's this. This pretty doggy.
Thank you.
Did I tear some ligaments or tendons? Years.
Years? Yesterday. How did years come up?
Years ago.
Years ago.
Let me see.
I'm so
Yeah,
glad.
number
Did we
5.
just wait
5 years
until
ago.
now?
All right, wait. I'm going to intervene for this caller. Yesterday. How did years come out? That's funny.
That
Am I
thing-
finally catching up to my body from years ago?
Wow.
Less talking, more typing.
Oh, is that what it is?
Sausage fingers strike again.
That's not even sausage fingers. It's
Did you audio type it? The
No.
auto text?
no. I wrote
He
yesterday.
was trying to use telepathy on it.
No, I think
Oh.
my autocorrect said. I think she meant years. I have no idea.
She was holding her nose and
Let me
humming.
correct that.
Yeah, let me correct it. She didn't mean yesterday. She meant years.
Hold,
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
not tear.
Can't pole dance for a while. Thank you.
Well, how about you slow down?
Everybody says that. If I go any slower, I'm going to go
Well,
backwards.
you got to quit running down the beach.
You are not 20 years old anymore.
Well, I'm preparing for the med bed.
You did, but it's a little deeper. So yeah, you did. And the positive thing, this wasn't spiritual attack. There's
No.
nothing in here that says it's evil. This
there
is just
anything that says
you are falling apart.
old age? Yeah. Is there anything there that says old age?
Yeah, you just you need to take it easy. You need to slow down.
Well, can the universe stop making me gain weight and maybe I won't hurt the knees?
Well, they figured that the more weight you gain, the better chance you have to roll.
Well, if you ever tried to put toothpicks on a meatball, it's not going to stand. What do you got, Jen? Jen wants to say something.
Not me.
No.
Uh-oh, I got a message.
Wings didn't even want to get in on that. He stepped over me. Mm-mm. No, your guardian came in and said the universe doesn't hold her fork.
What? Oh. That's hilarious. It's actually a shovel. Okay, there you go.
Wow.
Woo, universe.
So their truth is brutal sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I think they're really laughing at that one. They're really.
It is a joke. It's meant to be humorous, and you have to have a dark sense of humor sometimes to
I love
understand.
it. I love their humor. It's amazing.
I do.
Yeah. I didn't get mad and say, well,
Sarcasm and wit, the best kind.
I know.
like I passed very slowly.
There was a hawk that flew by my ledge and squawked the other day. Did he have a message for me? Did he say FO?
Get off my lawn.
He said, when are you going to throw that cat at me?
Yeah.
Mary.
Snyder's got something to say. That's encouraging. That's beautiful, Mary. This is victory, and you're about to complete a cycle in your life. Your future is just beginning. This is hope and optimism and healing for the future. Those are beautiful cards. He's just letting you know that one phase of your life is ending and you're starting another one, and it's beautiful. Okay. At least it wasn't FO.
Schneider. Well, you remember last week when they clipped his ear with the weed whacker? Yeah. Well, they're back mowing the lawn, and he wants to go out there and get him.
Okay.
Retribution.
Yeah, he's like
almost done.
Almost
Will, can I get a read what I need to improve on right now?
Yes, you may. Even though you didn't say please.
Wow.
Because we
if Temperance comes in here, y'all can just don't throw things at me. You can throw them at Spirit.
Well, watch it. They have a fork also.
It's a big fork.
It's a big fork.
That only you could hold.
Ooh.
This is generational healing. Regardless of what has happened in the past that's been confusing, there's generational healing that needs to be done here. Yeah, you have a tough decision to make. Have you ever done the tree? Yeah, justice needs to be served here.
No, never. Tree.
For the sake of Freya, for future generations. If you've never done a tree cleansing, this is highly recommended. It's totally up to you, but it would clear out a lot of this confusion, attachments, and that kind of stuff. This is take action. And this you've got to do this for future timing for this little one. Yeah. There's too much conflict here. Work on the inner conflict. God. Focus on God. He will clear that up. But if you're not quite sure what the tree cleansing is, contact Nadia. She usually leads these. I will pop in and help if I'm needed. But man, people feel so much better once they get done. Because there's stuff hidden in there you don't even realize. So try to make that a priority according to Spirit. Now, Jules, I have used the same deck this whole show, and you just have to go throw a wrench in it.
Thanks, Jules. We were getting tired of the same.
Do you need to give her the food deck? Is that it?
No, she's got her own bag.
It's here. What spiritual gift do I need to work on right now?
Patience.
Skillet throwing.
There.
I think it's going to be temperance. So skillet throwing, is that a different Olympic event? Because I know about the flip-flop throwing.
Jules, are you not trusting what you're hearing? This clairvoyant stuff? I think you're still doubting it.
Yeah, I'm getting intuition. Tap in more.
Wait, Wink said, "Don't you split that deck." You boss.
Oh my goodness. Uh-oh.
Feisty.
Feisty.
To move forward, okay. Yeah. The messages that you're hearing, the clairvoyant, these are the clairs. What you're hearing is accurate. So slow down a little bit spiritually when you hear them. This is your gift. This is one of your number one gifts. So welcome to my world. This will enhance. You've got to trust what you're hearing. Take control of it. Stop. It gets a little irritating at first because you have to stop and really use your discernment. But this is one of your gifts. You take control over it, and then it comes so natural that it's just part of your life. And then you look schizophrenic like me. So, yeah, this is actually family inherited.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have
talking about clairvoyance or clairaudient?
Clairaudient and clairvoyant both.
Okay, so she needs to see more as well.
Well, yeah, because they kind of go hand in hand.
Yeah,
When you see something, a lot of times they'll give you signs to confirm that you're not nuts, like bad nuts.
Well, some of us are
I'm just saying.
a little hard-headed.
Jules was saying, talk to King's harem, all the Claires.
Tyler goes, eclairs. No, okay. No, so a lot of times the two, when you see and hear things at the exact same time, one confirms the other, just to let you know that you're not nuts. But stop, pause, soak it in, and work on that. Okay.
I'm going to warn you right now, Jules. You cannot tell me to put the fork down.
But these are your strengths, and something tells me this is hereditary. You actually got this from I get it from my dad and my grandmother.
Yeah, Deb, you're right. It is nap time.
Well, we have 2 questions left. Miss Mary has this one. What advice does Spirit have for me today?
Be patient. all will happen in the end.
We'll do some food.
Ooh,
funny.
food!
I'll make y'all
Glorious
hungry.
food.
That's funny because Jules just told me use the spork, and now you're going to do a foods card. Guys, I don't win anywhere.
Look, a fork. Okay.
May the fork be with you.
Sport.
Yeah, it's a spoon fork.
Yep. Food, glorious food. Breakfast.
Is it?
King of Pentacles. That's stability, financial stability. You're about ready to quit. Are you about ready to give up? Mm-hmm. Queen of Swords. Okay. In the past. Following information you're receiving. Ace of Wands take a more active role in clearing this negative energy out. The negative thoughts. I should just throw in the towel. I should just quit. This is ridiculous. I'm not. Yeah, you need to get rid of that. The Empress. This can. Gaia can do this for you.
Oh, that's sweet.
And remember, the Empress always represents abundance. Okay. Justice. Yeah, balance yourself out just a little bit more. And the Moon. Use your intuition and stop letting the 3D things confuse you and throw you off balance. These negative words right here are the ones that I'm worried about, because that causes more confusion for people. And it's usually the devil going, you need to quit. You need to give up. You're not worth it. That's what people hear. So just make sure that you tell him to FO. Ground yourself. Use Gaia. You're already abundant. Speak the words as if you are abundant.
For oblivion.
All right.
Sorry, the thoughts may not be hers, though. So make sure you know if they are your words or not.
That's what I'm saying. She can learn to say FO, use the discernment to figure out where it's coming from.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Kat's got the last one. What is going on with my phone? It shuts off saying no signal. What is this about?
Are you moving around?
Are they working in her area now? King, they were in your area yesterday.
Yeah, they would.
Yeah, are they now switching?
But it had nothing to do with the phone. It was everything else.
Are they working on Katrina's area now?
Something about the cell tower.
I think they're working on her area right now.
Yeah, there's repair work. Unless Jen has something else.
Boy, that was a quick move over.
Oh, sorry. Why are you using the food deck?
She wanted to trade it up. I know it's hard for me to figure it out.
It is. It just makes me hungry.
You put the fork down and walk away. I don't need you to have any injury.
Just
It's not your phone. It's not your phone. You might think it is, and you might think that they're working on the line. Theirs is deeper than this. This is a military operation.
Oops. Told you to stop calling Newsom.
It's for the betterment of people, though. Is that okay?
Yeah, they're working on the tower.
Think of 5G towers.
Coming down.
Remember, they were originally built for nefarious purposes, but they can also use it to reverse engineer and make it for good frequencies. But in order to do that, they got to go and do their little twists and turns and adjustments and things like that.
Did you say Faulty Towers?
I love that show.
This is a celebration.
I think Jen's too young for Faulty Towers.
Probably true.
This is an upgrade. You're just gonna have to wait this one out. Yeah, I'm not getting anything wrong with your phone. This is a military operation because the Chariot's in there, and this is for the betterment of everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Give it time. I don't need to hear that, Wings. He's saying, unfortunately, some phones, depends on what you have, won't be compatible with the new frequencies.
That's okay, because aren't we getting the new phones?
Well, it's still going to take a while to roll out.
Mm.
So, okay, give it some time within reason. And if it's still giving you issues like next week during the show, ask again. We'll see if the energy has changed, if you need to replace your phone. As of right now, it doesn't say that. Okay. All right. Well, that's it, guys, for Friday. Fun Fact Friday.
Oh, yes. Who was it today?
Oh, no.
Can't remember it. Oh,
Oh, yes.
Well, yes. Thanks for blocking my brain. You did, didn't you?
Joe Patrick, what's a vuppy? I don't know, honey.
I have no idea what a vuppy is.
Who gave a vuppy? Oh, no question. Vuppy.
King of Wands.
I think he was actually sliding down the pole when he typed that.
Vuppy. All right, guys. I hope you guys have a blessed weekend. Chill out. Don't worry about the 3D stuff. Do your thing. Be happy. Smile.
Mm-hmm.
Make somebody else smile.
What are you having this weekend, King?
What am I having? What am I having?
Coffee.
Having any
coffee
shows? Really big shows?
I got tomorrow.
Oh, it is tomorrow. Okay.
No, it's today. Today. It's tomorrow.
Yeah, he's gonna do
Tomorrow's
it right
not
after
today.
this.
Oh, are you doing one after this?
He's gonna go right into it right after this show.
Uh-oh. That's nap time.
He's got the next 10 hours.
It is nap time after this show.
Well, my hubby's home, so I have to go throw him a steak or something. No, not steak. We can't afford that. God.
Fun facts.
Peanut butter sandwich. Okay.
Oh, with a banana.
Grizzly bears love steaks.
Did you know that a banana was actually a berry?
It's actually a berry, yeah. Absolutely. All right. Well, Nadia, good luck with the fork.
Yes, actually, I have to go to Indiana and I have to buy some food, so I guess I will take that advice. Put the fork down and slowly walk away.
I think the biggest issue with us is not only the ascension symptoms, that's part of it, but we're all older and our hormones are out of whack and it throws everything off.
And we're not very patient.
No, we're not. And we like cake. I'm just saying.
Yes. Oh, did you know apple pies were not invented in America?
It's not American. No,
It's not American.
Well, that just destroyed that little adage, you know.
We'll let you keep baseball. How's that?
Well,
Baseball was not. Believe it or not, Jen, this just came into my head. Apples were first grown in Asia.
Mm-hmm.
So was Garden of Eden in Asia?
Apple tree? No, because the fruit on the forbidden fruit was not an apple.
Yeah, it was not an apple. No,
it was a fig.
It was a fig leaf.
Yeah, that's why I like those dates so much that you bring me.
Yeah. Oh, they were okay. The dates.
Great. Yeah.
Okay, good. All right, love and light, guys. King's getting jealous there. Don't talk about his dates. He wants a lot of them.
He wants a date.
I'm trying to build up the harem, and you guys are talking about dates and stuff. You know?
I like it, Tyler. Ascension. Yeah, that's basically what it is.
Yes.
We're growing every day, sometimes this way. That's okay.
Well, that's why my knees go, we're giving it all we got, Scotty.
I'm just telling everybody, yes, I'm growing
We're
out.
all out of dilithium crystals, Captain.
My aura is pushing all the fat out. That's what it is. My aura is getting too big.
We're binging and forgetting to purge. That's all.
Okay.
But so is the dilithium crystal, Captain, is that actually crystalline that our bodies can't handle it yet?
No.
Okay. Love and light.
Yep.
That's go.
Light and love.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, she beat you, King. Oh my. Okay. All right, guys. Enjoy your weekend. Be blessed. Smile, smile. I love ya. Bye.